Hi guys, welcome to our channel Swipe to Learn. Today we will be going into a new video on Python series that is data structures. As you all know, everything is related to data. The data which we have is grouped into a collection like a list or a set or a tuple or an array where we can store the data and we need the data to be retrieval and for the access right. So, as you all know, data structure is something we organize data in the computer memory. Like we use this data for the efficient storage, retrieval, modification of data. Like we come up with the data structures like linear data structures, non-linear data structures like that. If we come with linear data structures, we'll be having like list, set, tuple, array, linked list. These are like we'll be having basic data structures as well as high-end data structures. If you go with the non-linear data structures, then you will be having trees, graphs. We'll be discussing about all these data structures in the further videos of code DSA, where we'll be seeing about the data structures and the algorithms performed on each and every of them. So when we come up with the basic data structure, we go with the how we gonna store them in the memory and how we gonna use them for the efficient storage, retrieval, and performing operations on them. In this video today, we'll be discussing about lists, sets, tuples, and dictionaries. And in the coming video, we'll be discussing about the next most prominent important data structure where we'll be performing most of the operation, that is arrays. Okay, today we'll be covering about these four data structures and operations on them and how to access them all. So firstly, let's see the basic data structure, that is list. As you all know, list is something, a group of collection data items into a single variable. Like a single variable name L is going to refer a series or say n number of items. It's gonna access, if we gonna access through L variable, it's a static variable, we can access through n list. These n items are stored. Lists are generally given in a square brackets enclosed in a quotes. You can say with any kind of data can be put into a list. So we'll be seeing about how to create list operations, everything. As you all know, list is very similar to kind of array data type. Python, we mostly focus on list and there are several operations on list. So as I told earlier in the strings concept, same way you can access them by using the addressing indexing. So if you access list of 0, here you will be getting 0. In the same way, you will be going with the concept of slicing, which we have discussed in our previous videos, where if you go with an index of list from 2 to 4, from second location to third location, and fourth, it is an excluded. So we will be printing 2 comma 3. Like this, we will be going with slicing concepts. Now let's see about each and every, like how to create a list, how to access list, how to add elements. We'll be seeing about each of them. Let me move on to the Python. So let me create a list. As you all know, list is an data type. Print. Let me print the list now. See, you got your output as 1, 2, and 3, right? You can also go with the list with strings. Let me make this as a string. Now, let me print the list. See, you can go with the multiple data types also in the list. With the multiple data types, like a group of combination of the strings, literals, and integers, float values like that, we can go with any kind of. Okay, this is the general way of creating in a using the brackets. Now let me create using the list operator. L equals to list of, say 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now let me print. See, you got the output. You can create by using any of them, and let me show how to access. Okay, let me keep this statement. L of 0. So as you all know, 0, it's the first index 1. So if you run this, okay, I put an extra comma here. Okay, now let me run this. See, you got your output as 1. Now, if you go on with the next, we have seen how to create using square brackets. And you can also create multiple repeated items also in the list. Accessing of list is done. Now let's see the how append, extend, insert works. Like these are how to add the elements. Let's move on to Python. How list items are added. Say the list L is 1, 2, 3. So you want to add some elements, right? You can add elements by using the method append. If you give append and enclose with some number, then it is added to the ending of the list. Then it gonna add to the end of the list. If you go with the extend method, it extends two lists. Like the list 1 is extended with the list L2. Like this L2 list is added to the list L1. That is with the method of extend. Extend follows the syntax of L1 dot extend of list L2. If we go with the insert method is used to insert the variable at the certain position. Like you need to position the index and then value. This is the syntax. So these are the three methods. Let me tell you about the working of each of the method. Say our new list is L equals to 1, 2, 3, right? L dot append of, I'm going to add a new item that is 4. You can call the items in the list as list data items or list items. Now let me print the list. Okay. See, the new item 4 is added at the end of the list. So I don't want to add the list item number 4 at the end. I use the method insert here, and I need to add at the position 1. Okay. So as you all see, you see the parameters also here. See, you got the index and the object. Here the index is at the 1. Like the insert is the predefined function for the list method, right? You got the index and the object. Index is the position. So 1, 2, 3. Its index are 0, 1, 2. Now we are inserting the element 4 in the index 1. So here it has to be added. So see with the output now. Let me run this. See, you got your new output as 1, 4, 2, 3, right? You got that as 1, 4. 4 is at the position 1. Okay. Now let me see with an extend. L dot, let me insert new list. Let me create a new list. L2 equals to some brackets 5, comma 6, comma 7. Now I'm gonna extend this list. L dot, this list is extended by list L2. Okay. Now let me print L. See, you got your new list. Like 1, 4, 2, 3 is the list 1, 5, 6, 7 is list 2. The list 2 is extended. List 1, or you can also say list 1 is extended with the list 2. You can add, like you can combine two of the list. Okay, by using the extend method now. Okay, let me see with the next concept here. So removing the list elements and iterating them. Okay, let me move on. So here also we have like same of the how to insert elements like append, extend, insert. Same in the way we have three. Pop, del, remove. So these are all used to remove the elements. Pop. Pop is used to remove the last element of a list. See, pop off. If you go with the pop off, it removes the last element. Okay. If you specify the index here, say 1 or 2, it removes the element from the index based on the index. So if you don't specify, it removes the last element. If you specify the index, it removes from the last index. Del is used to entire list. It deletes the entire list. That is used by list del. If you come with the remove method, this is used to remove the particular element. You can specify the elements within quotes and remove this particular element. So let's see with the working of all these three methods now. So let me remove the data from the last L dot pop off. and I'm gonna remove this printel. I'm gonna keep down. Okay, let me run this. See, the last digit from the list, like 7, is eliminated. So what if I propose an index pop of 2? See, with output, the element index previously it is 1, 4, 2, 3, as you see above. So now the element at the index 2, that is 3, is removed here. As you see, 2 is removed, 2 element is not there, and the new list is like this. So if you use remove method, L dot remove of 2. Okay, now run this. Same output. Okay, let me remove the other one. Say 5. Let me remove. See, the list, like the element item or an object 5 is missing here. So what if you delete the entire list? Del L. This is the syntax for deleting the list. Now let me say Control F5. You'll be getting error because name L is not defined. The list L is not there. We have already deleted. It's asking us, did you mean L2? Because we have a new list L2, right? So this is about the functions. Now let me say about sorting. So if you want to sort the list, like you can, if you go with the strings, it sorts according to alphanumeric characters. Just write sort of and enclose them. So this takes the default sorting, that is ascending order. Control F5. You got 1, 2, 3, F. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have inserted an L. Okay, it's already in sorted order. Let me change the list. 11, 25. Okay, now run this. See, you got a sorted order list 3, 4, 11, 25. If you want this in the reverse, I mean descending order, just type sort of reverse equals to true. Let me run this. You got in the descending order, right? This is about the sort function. So if you want to join two lists, like instead of extend, if you want to join two lists, you can also create a new list. Say L3 equals to L plus L2. Like we have two lists. You can add the two lists. Now print L3. Python have all different functions. As you see, the new list is added here, right? You can do any of the operations on the list because Python provides lots of operations where you can perform them. If you want to copy two lists also, it's just going the same syntax. L1 dot copy of. You give it to the new list. New list equals to L1 dot copy. Same. Now let me go with the list comprehension. Okay, list comprehension. This is all same like creating a new list. Suppose you have a list, say fruits equals to apple, banana, cherry, and everything. You want to create new list. Comprehending means it's a shorter syntax. We'll be creating based on the existing for X in fruits. If you want to access each of this list, as I told in the previously, for X in fruits, for each time when you iterate over the list, X will be apple. After this iteration, after this for loop, as I told in the previous looping statements also, now X will be banana. After iterating of the statement, X will be cherry. So for each in list, so if A in X, if you see, you need a shorter list where each of the element consists of character A in it. So if string A is present in the apple, right? So new list dot append. So new list is added with apple. Okay. In the next iteration, it is banana, and banana also consists letter A. So banana is added. Whereas cherry is not added. Kiwi is not added. Mango is added again. So this is the new list where you have got from your existing list where the alphabet matches with the letter A. So this is list comprehension. You can execute your code in the Python compiler also. So let's go with the tuples. Tuples also are the same used to store multiple items in a single variable. So you see what is difference between list and tuple. So you can change the elements in the list. Like list is ordered and you can change them because L of 0 is something you can change or you can add everything, right? But whereas tuple, we go with the fixed order of data items where you don't want to change the data. The data is constant. You need the collection, like you need the specified order and the standard order, then you use this tuple. So, and list is enclosed in square brackets, whereas tuple enclosed in round brackets. Same way, wait, whatever you use, however you create it, replace the square brackets with round brackets that creates the tuple. If you check with type of this tuple or type of the list you have created, it says class type tuple, as I told in the data types video. You can also create by using the tuple of word also. So unpacking a tuple. Let's see unpacking a tuple. So these are all basic concepts where we'll be going with the different differences between the list, tuple, set, and dictionary like that. So fruits. If you go with this, fruits are equal to apple, banana, and cherry. See, if you want to access in the list, if you say fruits of 0, it goes with apple. Fruits of 1, banana. Fruits of 2 is cherry, right? So now I'm going to unpack the tuple, okay? So green, comma, yellow, comma, red equals to fruits, okay? So these three items are mapped to three items of the fruits in a series order, like green, yellow, red, apple, banana, cherry. Green is matched to apple, yellow to banana, red to cherry. So if you have a doubt, what if there are only two colors like green and yellow equals to fruit? Then green is gone with apple. This leftover is gone with the yellow itself. What if there is only one item? Then all these three are mapped to the single color. Okay. If you ask for print of green, it unpacks the tuple and prints apple. If you go with this print of yellow, then it goes with banana. Okay. Print of red, then it goes with cherry. If you want to check with the output, let's copy this. See, you got your output as apple, banana, cherry because green is mapped to apple, yellow is mapped to banana, red is mapped to cherry, right? So in the same way, we have two methods like tuple.count and tuple.index. Tuple.count of method, it says each value is appeared how many times. If you say tuple count of apple, apple is occurred how many times in your tuple is gonna display there. If you say tuple.index comma value, it it tells where this particular value index is located. Okay, like say tuple dot apple value is apple, so apple is occurred at which index, that's going to be written. So these are the only two methods that we use to perform in the tuple. If you want to join two tuples or multiply tuples, we use the star and plus operators, same as of list. Now let's go with the set. Same set is sim to kind of list and tuple where multiple values are stored. The difference is it don't allows duplicate values and this is unordered. Set is a random collection of data where we keep unique values. Set always consists of unique values. Whenever you want to store unique values, your go-to option is set. You can keep your unique values and iteration is same over how we do with the list. For X in this set, you can print all of them. And the difference is we have with the curly braces. If you go with the set methods also, we have n number of methods. Say set dot add, it's gonna add two to the set. It's gonna add random. If you use this add to in the others function, sometimes it may be at the middle. See, add, remove, pop, intersection, union. These are all the methods which we can perform on set. The main best use case of Python are it has vast set of use cases. Okay. Now let's go with the set met dictionaries. Dictionaries are used to store the key value pairs. Okay, let me keep in the full screen mode. Key and their value pairs. So sometimes we need to store the key and the value pairs because if I say, suppose I need to store the car, its brand, its model and everything, right? If I keep a list consisting of Ford 1964, red color, everything, it's not easy for the access and understandability, right? What is Ford, what is red, everything. Sometimes we need some key value pairs, right? At the time, we use this dictionary format. It is used to store key value pairs. This is ordered. We can access them indexed and it is changeable. We can modify them and it doesn't allocate duplicates. So this is the dictionary syntax. This like a dict and enclosed with braces and key colon value comma key colon value. This is the syntax. You can also use create by using the keyword dict. And these are some of the methods like clear, copy, get keys, get values. These are the functions like where if you see get off keys, get items, like this it's gonna display. So let me tell you about the dict dot get keys and values and then we'll go with the differences. Okay, let me print this first. See, you got it in a dictionary format where brand is Ford, model is this, and it is. If you want, you can add n number of parameters here. Okay. So keys, get values, items like this. Now let's see with the difference. Like mostly we use list, tuple, set. People often confirm and they'll be getting confusing between this. Mutable means changeable. So lists and sets are changeable, whereas tuple are fixed one, ordered. List and tuple we can access them, whereas set is unordered. You can perform indexing, slicing, and duplicate elements in list and tuple, but set don't allow duplicate values, and as it is unordered, you can't access them. These are the key differences between list, tuple, set. So you are done with the data structure. Perform, you can have n number of operations. Perform the operations on a list, tuple, and dictionaries, everything, where you can explore various data structures like operations on each of them. If you go with the list itself, you can have n number of methods and many more problems also. Next, we will be seeing about most important data structure where we'll be going with some functions and also some programs, that is arrays data structure. Thank you. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you, guys.